Hello everyone, I've been painting with mica colors again, and this piece here is just a similarity of what I've been painting. So if you want to join me as I go along with these sugar skulls, stay with me, I'll be right back. Hello everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Holman Creations. Now today, recently I've been coloring sugar skulls, but this is a sugar skull box, which is a great looking mold. It's very large, but I wasn't using this today. I just wanted to show you that I have been coloring these coasters. So I might have to bring you up a little bit, but I've got most of them done. So there's the girl. Here's a fellow with a top hat. And I've got this skull face. This is done. But I need to finish this one. I want to add a little more blue into this flower over here. So let me show you what I've been doing. Now I've gathered up a lot of primary colors. From Beaver Dust brand to, here's a Resin Snow, to another Beaver Dust, and I've got a pearl. I've been doing the background with this pearl off-white, and blue, raspberry violet, ochre, yellow, and these are from the soap shop. Now, these are from Amazon, the soap shop, and I have their link in my description. So, using all of these colors, I'm going to go back to this pretty blue-green for the last one here. Now, I've also have my UV resin kit from Let's Resin. These are very pale pastel UV resins, but I've been mixing the blues with the blue, or the yellow with the yellow, just a little bit. I could use regular clear resin, but I've been just doing this. And if I remember right, I used this in this blue here. So, first thing, I just get a little dish. Get a little bit of UV in there. I'm not going to need much today. Well, there are some more swirls down here, but maybe we'll do another color. Or I'll just add a little more blue into these areas here. I did it this way because dusting mica powders would be a real challenge in a mold like this. But I know most or some artists, they usually pour the mold and then wipe white paint or black paint over top and then do a top coat. But I like this. This is very soothing for me. This is just getting into the zone and just coloring as if I was a child again. So here is the blue Beaver Dust. Get my little scoop, and I need to bring you over because I am sitting cockeyed at my desk. So I'm just going to slowly move this over. This is not a manual stand, or it is a manual stand, but I think that is pretty good in there. I think we're centered. So just a little Beaver Dust in this blue. Don't need very much, I don't think, today. It's just a little bit I left open to show you. Get that in there. And I've just been using micro brushes. I've just been mixing and daubing with micro brushes and then cleaning off the edges as I go along. So I'll need more resin. Too much powder, not enough resin. Let's get that mixed up. This way it's thick, and when it's thick, it makes so much, it makes it so much easier to paint, I think. I'm just going to mix that up. A little bit goes a long way. Really, really does. And maybe I'm using the wrong blue. I am. This is more of the turquoise blue. These flowers are blue. All right, well, I don't want to waste that. It won't cure till I set it. Oh, Billy, 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 what do we do with you? All right, back to the blue. Back to a little cup. This one, that's a little dirty. What do you have in there? A little flecks of something. We'll use it. Yes, I wasn't even thinking, was I? Okay, let's try this again. But then, well, that's purple. I was comparing it to another blue. Okay, I know where I'm at right now, I think. A little daub of, this is the blue I'm wanting. Beautiful pearl blue from the soap shop. There, I won't use so much this time. Just a smidgen. How do you get a smidgen? Okay. That tip has a point showing through. I'm not going to use that. I'll just pull that point off. I'm going to need a, and I've used them for different colors. It doesn't matter. Let's mix this up. That's better. Now I'm on the right track. That's a beautiful blue. I'll just see what else I have to put in a mold with the rest of this. It's really pretty, isn't it? Look at that. I do love blue. That's my color. Second up is green. And I've got powder all over my mold. See if I can't get rid of that. Oh, I was a little lucky there. I might have to get a piece of tape. Now, what I'm afraid of, because I've not done this before, what I'm afraid of is when I pour regular resin into these molds, I'm hoping, I'm hoping it doesn't lift the UV resin or have it, you know, fall out like little chips or something. I'm hoping that does not happen. So there we are. Now there's a flower here with a little yellow center. I think the hardest part was trying to figure out, oh my, okay, so I want a black background. Now you could do a white background, would be very pretty. But since I've used the micas, I think that's a little too thick. Since I've used the micas and dusted the back of the skulls, that off-white pearl color, maybe we should go white resin. No, because I want the black outlines. Okay, I was thinking beyond. I was putting too much into that thought, so we're just going to go black because I want what's not painted or colored to show up. Black with a black outline. Okay, there, solved my own problem. Just get a little in here, and I have my Let's Resin double-sided lamp to the left of me, and I've been just curing these for 5 minutes. Every time I do a color, just put it under the lamp. Come right up to that line, right here. You really need to glob it in because it's going to separate, like that one and that one. But once it settles, it'll be a nice solid color. Take your time. Like I said, this took me a few evenings just watching YouTube channels and coloring. Get that in there. Oops, I really goobered there. Made a mistake. Got too heavy. Too heavy-handed. Let's get some more in there. It seems to settle off of those fine lines when it does settle, so the black should show. If they're covered up, go ahead and just, oh, I've just taken the tip of a X-Acto knife blade and picked it off. But let's try to clean that up real quick. There's a little gap there. Let's pull that in. Make sure that's full. Oh, that's such a pretty color. Let me see if I can't wipe that off. Move my stick and container. Maybe, just maybe. Where is a napkin? Paper towel. Paper towel and wipe that up. Off. Whatever's on first is what's going to show as far as your colors will go. Get this off of there. Really spilled right in there, didn't I? Wipe that up. This here. Get my finger. Should have gloves with UV resin, but this is too intricate. I don't think I could have a glove on and do this very well. There's another hole. Let's fill that. Drop that in. I'm going to go down here and get those last two little swirls in. Right in here. The raised pieces I tried to color, and it doesn't stay on the, it's rougher. You'd think it would stay better, but it doesn't. I had a heck of a time on some of those areas, so I just said forget it. I'm not going to bring that right into the entire mold because it continues into the outside. I'm going to dust that, so this works better. Just the point. Or, you know what else would work is those dot, what are they, dot pencils or dot tools, dotting tools. That would work in here too. So I did a lot of wiping as I went along. But like I said, this is my therapy. Just really getting into something detailed and concentrating. I do love detail. There's a bubble there. Get that out. I think we're good there. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with those other. I might find a bezel or something and do that. So this one's sloppy. Let me just wipe. Whoops. I went in it. Wipe some of that off. Just like so. And I think we'll be good right there. I'll put you on pause and put this under the lamp for 5 minutes. Okay, that has set nicely. So now all I need to do is, well, there's a few dots there too, but I'm not going to worry about those. I'm going to take my pearl mica powder, and I just put it in a little container here so I don't have to keep dipping in the bag. And we are going to color. But there is a black outline rim in these molds, and I want to keep those clean because I want the black outline of the entire skull. So let me just, I just had it because I just wiped it off. My little tool. My little spoon. Here we go. Let's get a little on here. It's not going to take much. Just a little more probably. That has a gold to it, so these skulls might have gold and black faces. And my little micro brush, or this came with, I think this brush came with some Let's Resin micas. And I want to keep it off the inside of the eyes, so I want that to be black. I can go in the nose. Wherever I go from here on should be alright. I just want to stay away from the outside of those eyeballs. I use mica powder very sparingly. It doesn't take much. I'm going to go over those with a Q-tip too, those little designs, but it doesn't take much. You don't need to glob on the micro powder. I just tend to use a little at a time. Get in all of those areas. And that way I don't have a lot to blow off. And it seems like the least amount on your brush, the least it's going to fly around. There's something in that mold. I don't know what that is. If I can... Maybe that's just a flaw. A piece of silicone that won't... Oh no, it was a fleck of some kind. Do that away. No, it's still there. That's what that is. That's a piece of resin. There. Gone. It's a gone deal. Looks like one of those dots fell off there. Fell off of the mold. It's not going to take it. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, I have that all colored. Now the next thing I want to do is I have some little bit of isopropyl alcohol here. Put it on a Q-tip, and I am just going to run this right around the edges to clear off that outline because I want it to show and be pretty prominent. So I'm just running this around here. Spread it open. You can avoid getting some of your other mica off that you want to keep. There's a blue speck there. I just run this around like that. Around the edges. I don't want mica on the edges or those little specks of anything. Clean side. I just get the most of it off. Just get it wet. Wipe it off a little bit off your Q-tip. And keep going. Oh, I did pull a little extra off right here. Let me get that back in. I need more alcohol. And there, I think. Where did I leave off? I think we're here. We think we've got it. Okay. Now, on some of these resin parts, I'm just going to wipe what I can off of those. I'd like those to be black. Possible. Put it on, take it off. Let's get that little See, it's also around this. It's just this area on this mold here. I want to get that outline pretty prominent. I could take it out of there too. Down the side of that. A Q-tip or clean micro brush helps with that. Let's see, where was I? Right in here. Those little swipes, I'm going to pull that off too. This is an outlined area. So wherever you want your black to come out on, wipe that off. That's why I try to be neat at the beginning so I don't have to worry about all this muss and fuss here. But I think it's worth it. Oops, I almost pulled that resin out. I think it's worth it in the long run. Yeah, just those areas down here. See, I pulled a little bit of resin out of that tip of that one. I'm not going to worry. Let it be. Let it be. This one. I would imagine a paintbrush would work just as well. Fine paintbrush to get some of that off. We've almost got it right around there. And this right here. Get that off. Just a quick swoop down here. Let's wipe those little swoosh marks on that line to the teeth. The reason I started this was I started coloring and I started with the teeth and I thought, oh, it looks kind of dull. What if I added resin and just poured it in there? Oh, and there you go. That's what I've been doing. Got a touch up here. This little area right there. Take it off. Where'd I see that? Put it on. Let's get that back in there where it was. And we're good to go. I'm not sure how much resin this is going to take, but we will find out. And then I'll mark it in my book so I know next time. All right. I'll see you when we've mixed up some resin, or when I've mixed up some black resin, and we'll see how these turn out. Okay, be right back. A little straighter. Maybe that's a little crookeder. Goodness sakes, move the camera. Hi everyone. I'm back. I'm trying to record two videos at one time. So let me show you what I have here. My heating board this is the one that's most stable. I tried to tape it on that living board, but it keeps wanting to move. Anyway, here are our beautifully colored posters. And you know, I realized that the Day of the Dead is actually October 31st. Same as Halloween. I didn't know that, but I was curious. So I Googled it, and yes. I'm going to move that down a little bit. It's got that hump. And we will see. I just did 16 ounces of resin. Dyed it black with my resin. Colorant here, my paste from that's resin. And I just poured another project. And I think I've used Oh, 10 ounces. Well, let's see. No. Maybe, let's see, 2. Well, ate and just a tad. I did. I used almost all of it. Or almost half of it. Gosh, Billy, talk right. So, I'm going to pour these and see. God, I'm going to have to make more resin, I believe. But I poured the other project first, just to be sure I had enough for these coasters. I might have to do some more. I was thinking these took at least 2 ounces a piece. That's what I was thinking. They're quite large. I forgot to give you the measurements, but I think they're, oh my gosh, I don't have a ruler in here. I think some of these are 5.5 inches tall, and the girl is really round. So let's see. Try to get the same amount, or close to the same amount. I'm not paying attention, I'm just pouring. But we will need more. So I will mix up, oh gosh, maybe 4 inches. 4 inches. Well, yes, at least 4. I'm going to have to make up at least 4 more ounces for these, okay? And then we can demold in the morning. So I'll take care of this, and you take care of you, and we'll see you later. Bye. Well, I'm very excited to demold these. Let's see what they look like. Oh, hat girl, skull, 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 skull. Let's go with this one. It's a bit transparent, I can see from here. How about if I just demold them all? Oh, did the micas come off? Yay! They did. Okay, that's pretty clean. Everything went in to the black resin. That's a good sign. Ooh, I can see the pretty designs almost clear through there. All right, let's go with this one. I just hope the small, tiny black lines come through, those detail lines. Pretty good, pretty good. This girl doesn't seem to sit, maybe it's the hair. It doesn't seem to fit the style of the others for some reason to me. Okay. Let's see. Start with this gent. Oh my. That pearl is actually a gold. All the black lines aren't prominent, but you know what? I have to top coat this. It's quite rough. I can feel the indentations and everything. Didn't even think about that. But if I do, it'll give me time to, well, there's a couple of nicks. Fill some nicks. I could actually color in that. I guess we'll try the black paint. Smudge it over there. But, oh, I don't want to do that. There are a lot of bubbles. A lot of bubbles right in here with the chin. Well, I'm not completely sold then on that one. Let's see this one. Ooh, that's the rose. Almost looks crooked, but it's not. It's flat. Colors turned out nice. What's that? Oh, no, that's not good. That's resin. That's UV. See those bubbles? Those are UV. It's UV resin that hasn't set up. It's liquefied still in there. That's not a good thing either. Less bubble holes. Oh, I spent so much time on these, but we'll make them just right. That one's good too. A little detail. I don't have a pen that thin to go in there. holes. Bugger. Maybe I waited too long and my resin was a little thick. Let's try this Chicky Poo. Oh my, she's ugly. She's really an ugly one. Oh my word. The mic is in the nose. We're still liquidy. Well, I might have to play around with this and do some deciphering and figure out how I want to make them just right. Okay, well, that'll take me a little bit of time. I'll see what I can do. And I'll catch up with you when I've fixed all this. All right, see you in a while. Bye. Well, hello, everyone. I'm back with these sugar skulls. And let me show you where I went. I tried everything. I tried my best to get the details in here with the black. I tried the paint. I scraped it off. It just made things look muddier. This is the worst one of them all. So I've just decided I'm going to go with what they are. I will do a top coat of clear. And for right now, I am putting some latex, rubber latex on the back of these. I'm going to do a second coat of the latex, but let me show you what I have. This is it here, Monster Latex. I've got a big jug of this. I got this on Amazon, and then I put it in just a little squirt bottle, and I have one of my finger condiments on, or not condiments. It's not a condiment. Oh my gosh. It's a, you know, a rubber, finger rubber. So I still have the lip here, and I'm not going to worry about sanding until these are finished. So I'm just going to go around a generous amount, just part ways. This dries very quickly, and I'm just patting right to the edge, moving it to the edge if I can, because I'm hoping when I pour resin, it will go into those holes that are, you know, on the side. Those bubble holes, some of them have them. So they're going to be what they're going to be. I've racked my brain. Driving me crazy. So we're just going to do it. I shouldn't say. We're just going to do it. And be happy, Billy, or you're going to end up... Oh, I mean, yeah, I just went and tried. What did I try? I tried paint. I tried filling it with, oh my goodness, rub and buff. I tried the, what is it? I want to say, the diamond gloss filler. It made no difference. So anyway, I have these little Dixie cups, and I'll set them on here till they dry. Do another coat, and then I'm going to go flip them over, get on a mat, a silicone mat, and we will just do a clear top coat. So let's do this last one here. Pushing it right out to that edge. Be generous with this. I've learned when you're not that generous, you have too thin of a coat and it doesn't hold the resin from coming through or over into itself. Okay. I will see you when I've mixed up some resin. Just a heads up as to what's going on here. Piece of lint. Alright, see you in a little while. Well, everyone, I can say these are finished. I'm so glad I did the top coat. I really, really am. I'm still a little disappointed in the, you know, the dirty looking area here when I tried to put the black over the black paint over and smudge it across. I didn't like that technique. I wasn't very good at it. Lost a little bit of the red in the hat, but I think they look a lot better. Oh, one fisheye right here. I'll see if I can't put a little resin on that and clean that up. But the fun part is taking this rubber off. Look at that. That is so satisfying. You just peel it right off of there. Now I can go ahead around the edges with a bit of sandpaper or my Dremel tool. This makes sure the bubbles don't get into the bottom of the piece. Thank goodness I was safe there. But yes, just pull it off. It's like putting glue on your hands when you were a kid and letting it dry. Did you ever do that? That was fun. So, there they are. I didn't realize that the tone of the skin will be gold, but that looks pretty darn good. These are large. I was going to measure them, wasn't I? I mean, they're darn near 6 inches, 5 3/4. So those are big coasters, or if someone wanted to, they could put hangers on these. I thought about drilling a hole and just, you know, putting a black ribbon or something. That would be just nice as wall art. The girl, oh, the girl, yeah, she's not very pretty. Huh, not pretty at all. Anyway, don't like her. Lots of bubbles. See the crinkle in the nose where the UV resin was still gooey. And her hair doesn't show up real good. But anyway, there they are. I'll take some stills. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for staying with me. And I'm going to say, please like and subscribe. Take good care. I'm sending big hugs. Bye.